Cheerio commercials and showing all those interracial couples. You scared the out of white people. And they would pump sound in. They would like put a mic right by his butt. They would mic his seed.
Did Melania really lose her cool after Wanda Sykes called her a department store mannequin on live TV? Trump's reaction was even worse when his wife became the target of the comedian's razor-sharp jokes. The fallout was massive as Trump went on a Twitter rampage calling Sykes not funny and claiming she has zero talent. Meanwhile, the internet couldn't stop sharing memes of Melania dodging Donald's hand-holding attempts. This drama gets juicier by the minute. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Wanda Sykes didn't just roast the Trumps. She brought a flamethrower to a comedy show and set their carefully constructed image ablaze. When Sykes took aim at the White House Christmas decorations, she didn't hold back, describing Melania's festive vision as a haunted forest straight out of a Tim Burton fever dream. I mean, who doesn't want their holiday celebration to feel like they're about to be attacked by nightmare creatures? Nothing says Merry Christmas quite like decorations that make visitors feel like they're walking through the ghost of Christmas trauma. But Sykes was just warming up. She brilliantly highlighted the irony of Melania's Be Best anti-bullying campaign while being married to a man who's essentially the walking, talking embodiment of an internet comment section gone rogue.
Jimmy, I'm a black woman and a lesbian. How the hell you think I'm doing? Why you bringing us into this? They got gay couples selling like, just freaking sell your stuff.
It went this way. Why Americans voted the way we did.
Sometimes America is just gonna America, you know?
Talk about a workplace contradiction. It's like opening a vegan restaurant inside a butcher shop. The messaging is just a tiny bit confused. The comedian even poked fun at Melania's accent, noting that by the end of 4 years, she sounded like she was auditioning for a role in a Cold War spy thriller. Now I'm picturing Melania in a trench coat whispering code phrases to foreign agents, while Donald tweets about TV ratings in the next room. The perfect cover.
Be excited, your guy Trump won the election. Congratulations.
Too soon, Jimmy. Too soon. Don't bring us into this.
Cheerios. I knew they were responsible for something. Do you expect a cabinet position? I mean, how have you been able to digest this?
Perhaps the most devastating and hilarious part of Sykes' routine was when she referenced those awkward hand-holding moments that plagued the Trump presidency. You know the ones, where Trump would reach for Melania's hand and suddenly she'd develop the reflexes of a ninja. Sykes compared the First Lady to a seasoned running back avoiding Trump's grasp. And she's not wrong. Those videos of Melania dodging Trump's hand became an Olympic sport unto themselves. You could practically hear the sports commentators. Oh, another spectacular dodge by Melania Trump.
I think, a lot of us aren't like totally shocked, but it's like, okay, you get your hopes up. It's like, what are y'all doing? It's just cereal. Just sell the damn cereal. Like Cheerio commercials and showing all those interracial couples. You scared the out of white people.
The president looks confused, folks. He's going for another attempt, and she's gone with the jacket move. Incredible technique. As these jokes landed one after another, you could almost feel Trump's infamous ego crumbling like a sandcastle at high tide. His ego, as Sykes perfectly described it, is more fragile than a soap bubble in a hurricane. And boy, was Hurricane Wanda making landfall. The reaction wasn't just limited to the room either. Within hours, the internet was doing what it does best, turning real life into memes that somehow make more sense than reality itself.
And, I know it's like, well, white women didn't vote for him. Didn't vote for her. Have you seen The Bachelor? Women tear each other apart over a dude. The majority of white women not voting for another woman. I'm like, y'all need to watch more Bravo.
Hashtags like #BlinkTwice, Melania started trending, and those hand-dodging videos got a hilarious rebrand as Melania being mere inches from freedom. Social media users had a field day imagining Melania's inner thoughts during these moments, with captions like "so close yet so far" and "almost escaped." What makes Sykes' comedy so effective isn't just that it's funny, though it definitely is, but that it cuts through the artifice of political posturing. When she jokes about Melania's Christmas decorations, she's really highlighting the disconnect between the Trump's attempts at tradition and their actual execution. When she mocks Melania dodging Trump's hand, she's calling attention to the visible tension in their relationship that the administration tried to paper over.
You know, I know they say he's passing gas and everything. So I like that I'm watching it from home.
On a more positive note, are you enjoying the Trump trial?
I am enjoying the Trump trial. So that's what happens when you're old. You fall asleep and you toot a little bit. I don't think I would want to be in that room, you know. But the thing is, he's old.
Comedy has always been one of our most effective tools for speaking truth to power, and Sykes wielded it masterfully by using humor to point out the absurdities of the Trump White House. She gave voice to what many Americans were thinking but couldn't articulate quite as cleverly. The aftermath showed exactly why comedians like Sykes are so important in political discourse. Rather than addressing the substance of her jokes, Trump reportedly retreated to his comfort zone of personal attacks, calling her unfunny and untalented rather than reflecting on why her observations resonated with so many people. It's much easier to dismiss the comedian than to confront the truth in their comedy. Meanwhile, those memes continued to proliferate, becoming part of our shared political memory. The image of Melania as someone trapped, constantly inches from freedom, became a recurring theme in how many viewed her role in the Trump story. Sykes didn't create this narrative out of nothing. She simply found the comedic language to express what was already visible to those paying attention.
Now, in this guy, you know that if Joe Biden did something like that,
oh my God,
he'd have a blimp with Joe Biden farted.
Oh my God,
they'd have him blasting "Hail to the Chief" out of his
And they would pump sound in. They would like put a mic right by his butt. They would mic his seed, because you know you can't make fun of him. I mean, the Trump people get really upset.
Right.
Some of them been coming to my...
While the Orange Man raged online with his all-caps tantrums, Wanda Sykes simply kept doing what comedians do best, speaking truth with a punchline. As Sykes herself perfectly put it, comedy doesn't care about approval ratings, doesn't lose lawsuits, and definitely doesn't get impeached twice. Nothing cuts deeper than laughter when you're dealing with a man whose entire career was built on insulting others, but melts like a snowflake when the joke's on him. The ultimate comedy here? A guy who launched his political brand by mocking everyone from disabled reporters to foreign leaders couldn't handle one woman with a microphone and some actual talent. And poor Melania, trapped in this circus, might just be taking notes behind that model pout. Who knows if she secretly chuckled at Sykes' roast? One thing's for sure, somewhere in that gilded Trump Tower penthouse, someone might be Googling fastest escape routes from narcissists on a private browser.